Yo, what's good, Las Vegas? Felipe Dantas here with Speaker Gang. We're at the end of January. Happy New Year to you guys. I got some clips. I got Boston Acoustics. I got monitor audio. And I got some nice speaker stands. I'm going to give you the specs here. Check it out. Alright, Las Vegas. So what we got here is a 5.1 klipsch speaker set. We got the big boy towers here. These are the RF-35 towers. It's got the 8-inch ceramic copper drivers with a 1-inch titanium horn tweeter. Excellent condition. It's got magnetic. They all got magnetic screens except the subwoofer. And as you can see, the dimensions of this tower right here, you're going to produce a lot of bass. It's got the port here in the back. And I personally like these hit pretty good. And here we have the center, which is a 6.5-inch copper spun driver with a 1-inch titanium dome tweeter. This is about, I don't think klipsch goes any bigger on their centers. This is probably their biggest center, I think. Not 100% sure, but I've never seen a center this big. As you can see, it's very wide on the back. And underneath it, we have the 12-inch copper spun driver. This is the klipsch subwoofer, the RW-12. It's got the little volume knob right there, and underneath it here we have the port. It's a pretty interesting port. It's not like your regular subwoofer port. I like how it hits, produces good bass. I would want the cabinet to be a little bit bigger though, to produce more of a deeper bass and not hear that hoof sound that you get when you hear that air leaking through. And over here we have, these are the RS-35 surrounds. Now, for my opinion, these are dipole speakers. As you can see, it's got the 1-inch titanium dome tweeter on both sides. For my opinion, if I were to have a setup in my home, I would like these to be hung up right to the left and to the right of my ear. Let me see if it's got it's got the little port right there. And it does. It has a little wall mount right there. So you could wall mount it directly to the left or to the right of your ear. That's what I would do personally. Or you can do it like this. You can put it on some stands. But the whole point of it is for you to get sound going to the left and to the right. This 5.1 system here I'm selling for $840. Hear it before you buy it here at Speaker Gang. Monitor audio. The model of these are Bronze 2. These are England made speakers. A lot of speakers that come from England. They are more than likely to be top-notch, best quality speakers. England is known for making some of the best speakers like Powers and Wilkins and several other brands. But these monitor audios, these are a little bit newer. These are 8 ohms, 100 watt max, and it's got the 1-inch gold dome tweeter. And those screens right there, unfortunately, they're not magnetic like some or most of monitor audios. But you can still take them off, put them back on, depending if you got kids going around the house, if you're worried about them pushing those in. But yeah, these monitor audios, these are a newer, sleek look. It's got the 6.5-inch C-cam woofer for smooth, mid-range, and punchy bass. I look forward to getting more speakers like this because these woofers, the way that they're made, is it's a newer design, and they look really good. They sound pretty good. I haven't had the opportunity to test them with a good amplifier. I just had the opportunity to listen to them on a regular receiver. But these are in like new condition. They have magnetic screens as well. And let's see the back. Alright. So these, I'm selling these for $260. Hear it before you buy it here at Speaker Gang. Very nice. Monitor audio, bronze too. Alright, so we got some more clips. Just little clips besides the subwoofer. This is the RF-52II towers. These are a little bit newer than what I presented earlier, than the RF-35 towers. The reason why is, well, this ceramic copper spun, it's a little bit different than the other ones. These look a little bit heavier. But these are 5.5-inch ceramic drivers with a 1-inch horn, 1-inch titanium horn tweeter. As you can see, it's a little bit smaller, it's a little bit thinner. I would definitely suggest this for a small living room home theater. You're still gonna push some bass. Those titanium horn tweeters, they produce a lot of. See, it's got the port. The titanium horn tweeter, it produces a very strong, high-pitched quality sound. It's like straight and direct compared to other tweeters. These are very strong tweeters. I prefer tweeters like Polk Audio, but don't get me wrong, still sounds good. These towers are 8 ohms at 100 watt max, and then we got the matching center, which is the RC-42II center. It's 4.5-inch drivers with a 1-inch titanium dome tweeter. And compared to the size of the other center, as you can see, big difference. But this is the same subwoofer. The only difference is the model number on this one's RW12D. The other subwoofer that I showed you is the RW12. This one has a D because it has, the D is for digital. It has digital controls. You're gonna adjust the crossover from this digital control here. And yeah, it's a 12-inch. I'd suggest this for a small living room or a bedroom. Play your PS4 on. It's definitely gonna get the job done. I'm selling this one for $460. Buy it here today at Speaker Gang. Alright, so here we got the Boston Acoustics. This is a 5.1, but it's not a complete Boston Acoustic. We have a True Audio, and the model number on this True Audio is a Sub-10. It's a 10-inch. It's got the 2 ports right there. True Audio, they specialize more in in-wall speakers. They like making in-wall speakers. Don't get me wrong, they do have some towers, but they're more of the in-wall and ceiling speaker type of company. They're very popular for their subwoofers. You see their subwoofers everywhere. It's more common to see True Audio subwoofers than anything else that's True Audio. But moving on, we got the Boston Acoustics. Now these towers here, these are the VR2 model towers, and these have the 6.5-inch drivers with a 4.5-inch mid, and it's got a neodymium magnet, and I believe as well as the 1-inch tweeter, it's got a neodymium magnet. It might all have a neodymium magnet. What I looked up on it, it looks like it may be just neodymium magnets all up in this Boston Acoustics. So these towers here, they're pretty fair. I like how they sounded. They're in alright condition. There's a few dents on these, and the screens, One screen's good to go, the other screen's got some tears on it. So yeah, there's the towers, and the towers are 8 ohms with 200 watt max. And here we have the bookshelf speakers. As you can see, it's got the same depth as the towers. These are some pretty big bookshelves. This is a 7-inch driver with a 1.5. Well, let me see. It's a 1-inch cloth tweeter. These sound pretty decent. I haven't had much Boston Acoustics for me to really speak very good of them, but they get the job done. Here we have the VR10 center. It's 8 ohms, 5.5-inch drivers, and a 3.5-inch mid with a 1.5-inch tweeter. And that should sum it up for the Boston Acoustics. I'm selling this set here for $400. Stands are not included.